When brothers and sisters get up there and say, hey, we got to do this and we got to do that, we need help, we need participants, and you shuck and jive and turn your back, are you helping anything? No. You just really helping what you say that you're about. You say that they ain't nothing, well, the they really comes back to you ain't about nothing. And that goes in anything you do, not just here, in anything you do. There's many things, good things happening in this nation, and you're going to hear about it. You're going to see it because it's going to be made manifest. And to add on to these things shows your positive participation. If you say you are about a culture that is universal to yourself and universal to the nation that you say that you're about, then add on and show and prove. Don't just, like they say, talk about it and do nothing about it. My brother last month said, his young daughter said, where are the children? Because she's a child. He said, man, they didn't even want to come. But they came. And she posed the question, where are the children? Because she came, but she was like only one of the few children that was here. And I understand where she's coming from. Because she's challenging. She's challenging this nation. That was her challenge. It wasn't like she was putting you down. It was like she was saying, I want to lift you all up. Where is the children? I'm here. Y'all ain't got no children here? Y'all got children? You got grandchildren? You got friends? You got where are the children? She challenged this nation when she said that. And she was a child. But you see, the children can bring light to a situation. If you listen to the children, they'll tell you things. I listen to the children all the time. I listen to women. Women will teach you like you don't ever know, boy. I was at the welfare department years ago and I wanted to get some help from the welfare and they kept telling me, no. They said, come back. I went back. Come back. I went back. They kept turning me down. I went there 3 times. On the 4th time, they said, come back. I said, wait a minute. What would a woman do? I said, a woman would say, I ain't going nowhere. I want to see a supervisor right now. I said, I'm not going nowhere. I want to see a supervisor right now. 10 minutes, the supervisor came out and pulled me out and said, I was making a ruckus in the welfare place. The supervisor came out and said, come in the back, come in the back. Took me in the back and gave me everything I wanted. Gave me 3 times more than I wanted. I said, that's what a woman would do. A woman ain't gonna stand there and let you push them around. Certain situations a woman can show you, and that's why, brothers and sisters, you learn from everybody. You don't put people down. Oh, she's a woman, she ain't got nothing of importance. Oh, she is just to have my babies and cook my food. Use the food, because she knows better than that. What you gonna do when she ain't there to cook your food? You don't even know how to cook. You're so busy running the street. Who's the real fool when you gotta go beg her to wash your clothes and iron your clothes? People take advantage of things, but they don't even understand the science of life. Therefore, they treat life like it's dirt. And they get dirt back because of what they do. Equality means to be equal in everything, man. What you put out is what you get back. This is not a game. This is not a joke. Allah did not teach us games. Allah taught us reality. And to respect those teachings means that you should understand and put something into it so you can show and prove that you do understand it and you get something out of it. You don't just talk BS and act like everything is hunky-dory. This is not a joke. This is your life. And I'm talking to every individual. It is your life. You can play with it if you want. But when you get played with, don't get mad. When somebody twirls you around their thumb, don't get mad. Just realize this is what you get for not being serious about what you say you're about. And I'm serious about this. And that this is me. And I can't be playing with myself. And I advise everyone else to stop playing if you are with yourself. And stop saying that you are if you know you're not. Stand up and be who you say you are. And then maybe you'll see the positive results that you're talking about, that you want to see. Because the song said, start with the man, start with the woman in the what? In the mirror. You may not be able to do anything for anybody else, but start with the person that you look at every day when you wake up. That person that you see, start with that person in the mirror. And if you do something with that person, then that person can make something better in their neighborhood, in their community, in their city, and everything that they do. But it starts with one. That's why one is the foundation. It says one is knowledge, meaning everything comes from one. You are all one being. You have to manifest and do what is right to make things right in your life. Stop worrying about everybody else. What about you? Get together with you first. You are most important. And then maybe if you do something with you, other things will happen. Right? And that positiveness that you're seeking can be made manifest in the manifestation of what you do. Not just what you say, but what you do. That is the most important part. That is why the song said, James Brown made a song, I can't even remember now. Talking loud and doing nothing. You understand? Because it's not so much about what you say. Wisdom is great. The show and prove is better. And that's why we got to start planning for our show and prove. Not in May of 2023. We got to start planning for our show and prove now. Stop being late bloomers. Then running around trying to make things happen that you should have been doing 5 months ago. Plan ahead. All right? Look ahead. Be for real. All right? And with that, gods and herbs, I hope you all understand what I'm talking about when I say manifestation. A manifestation of the reality of your life, which is born. And everything is born. So everything that's happening right now is born. Everything that's happening right now is showing and proving what you're about. You took time to come out here. That shows something about yourself. But it doesn't just stop there. It continues 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is a living reality called life. The life you choose is the life that you're going to be about. You can play if you want. I got put out of public school. I used to go to public school in the 60s. I was in high school in the 60s. And they called me into the office. I think I was in the 11th grade. They said, you ain't gonna make it in this public school system. They got some street academies uptown in Manhattan. We're gonna send you up there. I'm a product of Harlem Prep. I graduated at Harlem Prep. But I went to academies to get into Harlem Prep. They said, you're not gonna make it in the public school system. So when I went up there to the street academies before I went to Harlem Prep, what did I do? I did the same thing I did in public school. I wanted to be a fool, a clown. But in them street academies, there was adults in there. I was a teenager. There was adults in there trying to get their education. When I started acting like a fool, them adults turned around and they just looked at me. Just looked at me. And when they looked at me, it was like, if you don't shut the hell up, boy, we'll not. What the hell, we ain't here to be playing. They looked at me and the look was like, oh, shit, I saw. But it was a blessing because it steered me right. You understand? It let me know that what I had to do was right. Right? So, I'm saying that, you're a product of what you do, and what you do is manifested in what's happening in your life. So, you could be a fool if you want. And and you get a fool's return. Or you could be intelligent and get something in return also. It may be better than all that foolishness that you were about. So once again, we are all members of a nation. A nation is only what its members make it. Therefore, if you say this nation is not this and that, then you gotta look in the mirror. Because the nation is what you what? Make it. And today is now is build or now is destroy. You must build what is right and let all that garbage alone to get ahead in this world, individually as well as collectively. We have a job to do, and it starts with what? Self. It starts with self. If you can get that person, if you can get that person going, if you can get that person together, then you got a chance to do something out here. So, you know, instead of talking about everybody else, get that. I talk to myself all the time. I say, Sabu, this Sabu. My name is not no Sabu. Stop calling me Sabu. Sabu is somebody, I don't know who that guy is. My name is Sabu. Right, tomorrow?
That's right.
My name is Sabu. You don't say Allah, you say Allah. You don't say back here, you say Bob him. Well, my name is Sabu, not no Sabu. That's somebody on another place, somewhere else. Don't equate me with that person. I'm Savior Allah, born you. You born Allah the Savior. Understand that. I always has been Savior Allah born you. You born Allah the Savior. I always been the Savior. That's my personality. I was like that when I didn't have knowledge. And I'm like that now. Because I understand me. I understand what I'm about, understand where I'm coming from, and understand where I'm going. And it's incumbent upon every black man, and I'm going to speak to the black men, it's incumbent upon every black man to know where he comes from, where he's going to be, and where he's at. Otherwise, he'll be a lost soul out here. Because he don't recognize his own existence. You gotta know where you at. You better know where you came from so you can do something positive where you're going. Alright? Because everything is what? Born. Everything is made manifest. You can't fool yourself. You try to fool everybody else, but you can't fool yourself. Because you know who you are. And you know what you're about. This reality is real, man. Wake up and face it. Alright? Don't just talk. Wake up and face it. And if you say you're going to do something and you're right about it, then do it. Make it manifest. You'll be a better man and a better woman. Alright, peace.
got nothing to give them, so that's why they don't come. You got to be interested for them, man. Because their minds go on different levels as opposed to ours. We'll sit here and listen to each other all day because that's a life. But sometimes their minds may be on something unlike. So you got to make them alike. But it starts with us, man. Like I said, man, it starts with respect. It starts with respect. I mean, I got a long conversation going outside, and I'm going to take you and tell you about my personal life. But when I come up here, I'm going to tell you about what we're doing to change the conditions that we want to have. Peace to God. Peace to God. My name is God. Keep it real simple. I'm an event administrator with the youth office. I'm not sure how many are familiar with the youth office. However,
I know you were going to have it.
the office has been active for the same for the last, understanding, course of years with babies. We've been doing barbecues in front of the school. We've been doing polo trips. We've been doing skating. We've been doing paintball and all types of different things with babies. We engage them. Babies from Black Medina, Boston, Patterson, New Jersey, Medina, Mecca, Elon. We get all these kids together and we take them on events. So that's just a brief little history. However, the purpose of me standing up here today was to let y'all know that moving forward, at the youth office, we'll be trying every department we will be having something to engage the youth at our colleges. Like today, we got something that's going to have in the gym area. We're going to be giving them prizes and stuff like that. So, moving forward, this is what the youth is doing. Once again, my name is Donald God, event administrator of the youth office.
Peace to the gods, peace to the earth and the present, unto God, Imperial King, I love Allah.
Hey, I came today to build about my duty, the duty of a civilized person. Now, what's important about that is, for those who are going to wake up tomorrow, I want the guys to understand that we were here today in the importance of today. Now, for instance, my Adrian's birthday today, and there's going to be food and water and drinks after school later on. And I'd like to build agriculture out about national business. What I want to talk about right now is the fact that the uncivilized people that are on the planet Earth, we are actually responsible for them, God. And we already possess the tools within our 120 to not only save ourselves, but to save others. So my point is simply is that if we have any personal frustration within ourselves, when we wake up tomorrow, we work here today, and I'll close with this. The only reason why I see you is because I'm envy. And so you have a crystallized form that's a friend of others. But where I come from is Allah. And what that means is that I'm bearing witness that the reason why y'all visit here is because I come from the same source. Now, what that means is that what y'all see is thoughts in motion. And therefore, by protecting your thoughts, God. Protect your thoughts, God. That's it. Protect your thoughts. Because tomorrow when you wake up and you look at your back, you're going to think about today. You see? So when you wake up tomorrow, you're going about today, your back looking, and so there's nowhere else to look for your back. Because the 120 told you to look in the mirror and that, oh, it's you, and then, oh, my back. No, it's nobody else, God. It's you, God. That's why your back lacks stripes, got tons of stripes, a little bit. You need some Vaseline, go in here and all that, and make you feel better because of that, God. I'm tired of my brothers passing away. I'm tired of hearing about them passing away. I'm tired of going. I haven't been. I won't pass one. I said peace on the way to school. When I nod myself to the born culture. All right? So what does that mean? That means in 2014, Because 7, 8 years later, it's going to be 2064. And if you're still here and your back is still on you, then I hope your back lacks stripes. Okay? Because it's confusion when it comes to civilization. Now, I am not a poor person that is righteous. No, I teach those who are poor. Understand that in your brain today and get it over. You teach those who are poor. They're poor because they lack knowledge, man. That's it. Right? They don't mean that, oh, I'm over here because I'm stupid and I'm looking for gold. No, it means that gold is what you need. You need love, peace, and happiness. Boom. But there's the poor part. There's the worst part. There's all these different parts. I'm on the best part. I control every square inch of this. So I'm glad you understand that today, because how I do it is because I know poor part, best part. I need gold. All right? Not them square, rectangular shits. They do you no good, God. Stop it. Get yourself some gold. I told y'all before, get yourself some silver. Y'all seen me before at the Parliament of Brooklyn. I put it in your hand and I showed you. Y'all stop that. All right? You get yourself some gold. 10, 14, 24, I'm going to tell you like this. There's more people on the planet Earth than ounces of gold right now. So when you check your back tomorrow, I'm going to tell you right now, 2064. Now, I don't know if y'all got coins in your pocket. We need another parliament. Maybe y'all got your phones. They're going to collect it like that. That's not gold, God. We need gold, God. We need some gold. Hey! Okay, so God started with definitely the duty of a civilized person, right? And let me talk the foundation. You need to hear this before you hear nation business or anything else, right? In this room alone, right? You have like the God said, that nation, but a nation actually is a group of people that recognize the entity by virtue of their linguistic and historical nature. All that means, the language of mathematics, right? We're tied to the tree of life. It's who we are, and we recognize the Bible. But in this, right, in this cycle, like the God got did, you have different cycles going on. That people build, right? The issue is, I don't know how many times I said we get in each other's way. I've never known a time that God's not building. Right? I've never known a time. And the reason why I'm saying that, man, because, let me explain something to you. I encourage everybody to go to the law school. Right? God has seen them put up